And here we go. Game 1 of the Nexus League Season 4 is underway. As Frank gets a touch. Tube driving quickly. Tube flicking over one. That's going to be on target, but Gloomy's able to clear that one away. Muffin awkward recovery there. As Gloomy's going to get challenged. Muffin is there. Muffin. Solo play here, reset, can it be in? No, Frank is able to save that one away. Gloomy, gonna try and get a 50 here, what a dunk by Gloomy. Beautiful pre-flip. Frank comes off of that back wall a bit awkward and can't quite get it in. And Boosted Potato get the first goal of Season 4. And Gloomy gonna put that just wide. Frank gets a huge 50. Nobody from Boosted Potato is back, but Frank got a little bit awkward touch, couldn't get to the ball. Tube gonna put a shot on target, that's gonna be saved away by Gloomy. Gloomy with a pre-flip here, he's going to wait, knows he has had time. As Gloomy waiting, Tube looking to challenge here, Gloomy goes low. Muffin is there, but he gets 50'd and Frank is going to put it in for Smash Bros. Beautiful play. There to get the 50 by Frank. As now 3:42. As Frank goes off the ceiling, has his reset, pre-flips, tries to drop it down. That's not going to be on target. Unfortunately, as Gloomy's going to solo play this, puts it on target. That's going to be saved away by Frank. Muffin is there, he has a chance. No, he's going to put it way wide to the left. Gloomy trying to control this to take it up the wall. No, he backs off. He had nothing. Has full boost now, getting chased by Frank. Frank turns around. Tube with a touch. Tried to get it in. As Muffin flicks past one. Muffin with the potential solo play here. Gets it past another and it's off the post. Gloomy trying to get a Huckster here, no, he's going to go off the ceiling. He's going to just touch it down as Muffin pops that one over to the right-hand side. Tube trying to put pressure on this Boosted Potato team. Tube gets a bump, but Gloomy was able to get back and get contact on the ball. Muffin with a sidewall read attempt, not going to go. Gloomy flicks. Tube with a touch. That's going to hit. Frank was able to get a 50 there. He's able to keep pressure for now, but Gloomy now has space. Not what you want to do. Gloomy ends up handing the ball away. As Gloomy's there to challenge, bumps him off the ball. Muffin just hands it to Tube. Tube with a shot. It's going to be cleared away by Gloomy, but Frank's there, saved by Muffin. Muffin able to clear that one away. Muffin trying to put a shot on target. Solo play. It's off the bar. Saved by Frank. Frank with a huge 50. As Frank is going to try to get a touch. As Tube going to pop this one. Gloomy with a solo play. Tried to pass over to Muffin, but an overcommit comes out. Double commit, excuse me. As Muffin with control. Trying to put as much pressure as possible on this Smash Bros team right now as Gloomy goes in the air. Has time, tried to get the 50. That's going to be saved by Frank again. Muffin puts that off the corner. Gloomy tried to get the redirect. That's another overcommit from Boosted Potato. And Gloomy has to get the save with no boost. And he's able to. Muffin, solo play opportunity, just gets a 50 into the corner. All tied up at 1. 55 seconds remaining. Huge demo comes through from Frank. Double demo. And that's not going to be on target. Frank with the shot. That's off the corner of the right post. And Frank with a ceiling, not sure if that was qualifies as a ceiling pinch, but Gloomy gets a ceiling pinch there as 30 seconds remain on the clock here, all tied up at 1. Frank gets past 1, Gloomy insta challenges. Gloomy looking to pass over to Muffin. Muffin gets a 50. Muffin turning around, gonna put this to the left. 16 seconds left. What can Gloomy do here? He's gonna do nothing because he gets cut off by Frank. Muffin, solo play opportunity. Muffin with the urge of looking for the bump. No, it's not gonna go. Gloomy has to get this ball middle. Muffin, solo play 50. Can Gloomy get there? Yes, he can. And Boosted Potato take the first series of the first game of season 4 as they win at 0 seconds. Beautiful goal. And we are going to get right back into game number 2. Right into game 2, I should say. As here we go, game 2 underway. Gloomy just gonna put this in the corner, gets the boost stolen. Tube gonna try and get control here. Muffin's already up. Muffin looking for the double. Oh, yes, he gets it. Muffin, what a beautiful double tap there. Realizes Tube doesn't have control of the ball and gets beautiful touch. Double taps that one in. And 4:50 left here. Tube winning that 50, gets bullied off the ball, but Frank has a shot in an open net, and Frank is going to put it in. Beautiful goal. Some notes from the preseason here. Smash Bros lost to Dutch 3-2. And then lost 3-1. So they are already, from what I'm seeing after game 1 and here early in game 2, they are already looking better as Frank looks for the double tap. Gloomy takes control here. This is also, I believe, the first time we're seeing Boosted Potato play in the league, is I believe they forfeited most of their matches in preseason. Or at least the games that were on stream. They did beat former team of Optimal, who have been replaced by Cool Cats. In preseason, as Tube puts a shot on into the right-hand side of the net with 4 minutes to go. Beautiful read. Muffin tried to get the challenge there, but just goes a bit too low. Beautiful shot by Tube. And Tube's gonna look for the double here. Gloomy's gonna boom that one. Field flipper there. As Frank gets a pinch. Muffin with a touch. Muffin pre-flip. Muffin gets a poor missed touch as Tube's gonna be able to get control now. One-on-one with Gloomy. Flicks. Gloomy able to get the challenge comfortably as Frank goes off the ceiling, gets challenged by Muffin. Gloomy waiting, Tube pops it up. Could be a chance for Muffin. Frank there to challenge. Gloomy tried to put it on target. Tube able to clear that one away. This is an awkward position for Smash Bros. Frank able to clear that one away and relieve pressure. Frank tried to pass that middle, a little bit too hard of a touch though, as Frank rotates back now. Tube gets flicked by Gloomy. Gloomy tried to get a touch on the double. Gloomy with a huge demo, but Frank's there to get the 50. Stalls time for Tube to get spawned back in. And another demo comes through from Muffin this time, as Gloomy's going to take control. Frank with the pre-jump. Tube going to put that middle Over to the right now. Gloomy pops this one up. Frank has just been a pre-jumping machine right now in game 2. As Tube tried to get a flick, Muffin with the insta challenge. Frank waiting here. And Gloomy, what? Where did that come from? Gloomy gets a touch off the corner and is able to read it. Frank unable to get there. 2:20 left. All tied up at 2. And Muffin tries to get a shot on target. Frank, that's a pass over to Tube. Tube, one-on-one, and he's going to put it in with the open net. 2:11. Beautiful recognition from Frank, seeing Tube all the way down the field. A massive overcommit from Boosted Potato. Beautiful recognition there. Smash Bros. 3-2, 2:11. Gloomy gets that corner boost here. Tube one-on-one, puts a shot on target. That's just above the bar. Tube looked for a bump there. Frank puts it off the sidewall. Tried to go for the corner read there, but couldn't quite get it. As Tube's gonna clear this one downfield. Gloomy gets beat by Frank. Frank gets a second touch. Tube with the shot, and it's gonna be saved by Muffin. Tube puts it down to Frank. Frank off of the backboard, making Gloomy really awkward here. Frank with a low touch uses his foot. Frank with a pass middle. Can Tube get there? Tube can get there. 4-2, 127. This Smash Bros. Team is clearly was grinding in the weeks leading up to this game after their diabolical preseason results. And Tube is going to try to shoot that. Gloomy's just going to clear that one away. Frank with a touch. Frank one-on-one. Huge flick, but it's going to be just over the net. Gloomy with control now in the air. Gloomy with low boost has to go for the 50. He does. Muffin with a huge miss. Gloomy going to pop it up. Gloomy passing, puts a shot on target. Muffin tried to go for the sidewall. Gloomy waiting. Frank just trying to put as much pressure and stall time here as much as he can. And Tube tried to get a shot on target. Muffin waiting patiently, gets faked by Frank as Gloomy's going to take control here. Try to get something going for this Boosted Potato team here in game 2 with 30 seconds left. Try to put some type of life back in this team as Frank just going to take it back to the corner. Gloomy, the pass middle, Muffin unable to go as Muffin gets a touch. 11 seconds left. And that is going to be game 2 going to Smash Bros. This Smash Bros. Team is looking like a completely different team now. And Muffin possibly going for a car change here. And yes, Muffin is back in the game. And here we go. Going to get into game number 3 now. And here we go, game 3 getting underway now. See if Muffin's card change can help him play any better. As Tube gets a touch, awkward ball down. Gloomy trying to get anything going. Muffin with a huge miss, and Frank's gonna have an open net. 4:43 1-0 for Smash Bros. This is not the result I was expecting the game to be close, but Boosted Potato are not looking, I wouldn't say prepared, but they're looking a little worse for wear right now. As Muffin's gonna try to solo play this. Of course, that is not to discredit the work Smash Bros. Has clearly put in the week that we've had between the preseason and now. As Gloomy's gonna solo play this. Tube able to take control now. Tube with a 50. Tube looking for the read. Muffin able to save it away. Frank waiting patiently here. Gloomy tried to get a 50. Muffin solo play opportunity here. Gonna pop that up. Gloomy with the shot. And it's in. 1-1 all tied up. Muffin with a beautiful recognition there by Gloomy to put that in. Completely forgot what I was gonna say. Tube, it's gonna Gloomy with a huge miss. Tube missing the ball as well. Double commit from Boosted Potato to clear that ball away. I believe that's now at least 3 double commits come through from Boosted. Not sure how that ball is flown to the side there as Muffin goes for the low 50. Probably should have tried to get that on his car. Had time. As Gloomy's gonna solo play this. Beautiful catch. Flicks over one. Tube has to clear that one to the side. Muffin, one-on-one, puts a shot on to the top left corner, but it's saved. Tube up in the air. Huge miss. Gloomy gonna try to get a touch here. It's not gonna happen. As Muffin tries to put this one to the side. Frank is right on him as Gloomy gets 50'd by Tube, and that's gonna float in. Tube with a beautiful shot. Beautiful 50. Frank with the huge bump on Muffin as Tube puts it in. 2:51 remaining here, 2-1. As Gloomy's gonna try to get a kickoff goal here. That's not gonna work out. Muffin unable to get there either. Tube over on that right hand side. Tube with the shot, but it's saved away by Muffin. Muffin waiting patiently, knows he has time. Muffin with a flick. Muffin solo play against Tube. Muffin with the flick. Can Gloomy get there? Yes, he can. Tying the game with 2:30 left. Beautiful play from Muffin. Tube unable to clear that one away. Didn't quite get the power he wanted to put that over to the corner. As 2:30 remaining here in this close game 3. As Frank gets a 50 over to Tube. Tube puts it over to the right hand side. Frank shadowing here. Muffin has to try to get it past. Frank waiting. Frank with a pre-flip here. Gloomy able to bump Tube off. Frank with a solo play here. Tube is up in the air. Tube maybe looking for a double. Gloomy able to clear that one away. 1:55 remaining. Frank solo play, and he. Oh no! I think that was an own goal from Muffin, possibly. Yes, Muffin. Frank had the air dribble. Gloomy had the chance to get the 50, but Muffin panics and puts it in for Frank. And that's a lead for Smash Bros. As Frank again gets bumped off. Tube with a pre-flip here. Frank with control, gets 50'd by Muffin. Muffin with a solo play here, doesn't have the boost really. Tube with a, what is that pinch? That ball is gonna float to the middle. Frank with the huge 50. Muffin Frank tried to put it in himself. It's not going to work though, as Muffin pumps this one up. Muffin, Tube with a shot on target. This is going to make Gloomy really awkward here. Gloomy tries to stall time as Muffin goes up. Tube with the shot, and it's 4-2 with the 57 seconds remaining. This is not at all the result that I was expecting. Certainly not the result that many others were expecting either, I'm sure. As with 55 seconds left, Boosted Potato would not be surprised if they take a full 60 as Gloomy gets a huge 50. Muffin could be there. No, it's going to be cleared away. As Muffin with control now. Reset. Frank able to get control here. Gloomy with the 50 there. Frank going to take control here, just trying to stall as much time as possible. Gloomy going to pop it down. Tube and to take control here. Muffin is there to take it low. Frank there on the challenge as Gloomy getting chased here. Gloomy maybe looking for a pass over to Muffin. Muffin with the 50. That's going to go off the backboard and Gloomy's going to put it in. 4 seconds left. Boosted Potato are down by 1. There is still a chance. And with 4 seconds left, Frank wins the kickoff. That's going to bounce off the backboard. Tube is going to hit this down. And Smash Bros have taken game number 3. As we wait for game number 4 to get underway here. And here we go, game 4 underway. Boosted Potato looking to get some life into them after game 1's shoddy performance. Gloomy jumping for that. Gloomy has switched over to the Fennec. Not sure how much that is going to help. Muffin with a huge demo on the last man, but Gloomy is tangled up with Frank. As Gloomy with the pre-flip, looking for the double. Oh my goodness, he almost put it in. Frank with a huge flick. Gloomy's just going to pop it over to the right. Gloomy gets a touch, but Tube able to get the 50 there. Muffin just insta-challenging there. Gloomy one-on-one, and he's able to get the 50 as Muffin chases Tube to try and get the demo. Beautiful play, making Tube panic, and Gloomy able to get the low 50 to put it in. As now Boosted Potato take first goal. As Muffin with the sidewall read, and Frank is able to clear that one away. Gloomy looking for the double. Almost read Tube's ball. Tube waiting. Frank with a huge mistouch. Hasn't been doing that much this series as Tube goes up in the air. Gloomy with a low touch. Muffin trying to put this down. Frank one-on-one. Gloomy able to clear that one away to the corner. Has some time. Frank with the 50. The Smash Bros team has just been absolutely dominant in putting pressure on this Boosted Potato team. Is Frank gonna put in, Muffin put an angle, but it's not gonna fall. As Muffin just trying to put as much pressure now. Huge demo, but Muffin got a poor touch, accidentally touching the ball. Unfortunate. Gloomy tried to get a low 50 there. Muffin up in the air. Muffin got bumped off the ball by Tube. Gloomy with the shot. That's just wide to the left. A lot of pressure coming through from Boosted Potato right now. As Gloomy pops it over to the left. Frank with the touch. Muffin clears that one away. Muffin waiting. Frank turning around to get the 50. He does. Frank gonna pop that down. Gloomy with a touch. Gloomy has a chance in an open net, and he will get it. 2-0 for Boosted Potato. Beautiful play. As we look at some of the stats here, Boosted Potato have currently 63% field domination and 61% of the ball possession here so far in this game, as Gloomy low 50. Muffin tried for the sidewall there too, passing over to Frank. Frank open net. How is that happening? Gloomy went to grab the Smash Bros. Corner boost, thinking Muffin was going to get the 50 there. Gets caught out of position. And 2:03 is left on the clock. Smash Bros. Looking to get what I would consider the upset against Boost Potato. As Tube is beat by Muffin. Muffin waiting patiently. He's got 12 boosts though, can't do much. Pops it up. Frank with the huge air double. Can he get the double? No. Had no boost, but Frank is able to steal the goal while he's in midair. What is this? Beautiful touch from Frank. And Frank gonna get a huge touch. Gonna jump in the air here looking for the double. No, he's just gonna put it low. Gloomy with control. Gloomy one-on-one with Tube. Huge flick, and it's gonna go in. 1:23 left. Beautiful play. One-on-one. Tube jumping a bit too late there. Beautiful flick from Gloomy. As 1:23 remain. Frank with winning that kickoff. Tube has a chance. Gloomy's gonna easily save that one away though. Gloomy trying to play fast here. Bumps Tube off the ball. Gets the boost, I think, but got demoed for his efforts. And Muffin getting cut flat tired as Tube gets 50'd by Muffin. Frank with control gets the boost, gets the 50. Tube playing little defensive here. Gloomy with a 50 here. Frank misses the ball. 39 seconds left. Muffin with a solo play here. Tube gonna pass that over to Frank. Frank has low boost though. Frank gonna pop it up. Gloomy. Muffin tried to put a shot on target. This could be a chance. No, Gloomy's able to clear that one away though. Muffin putting a lot of pressure. Muffin with the solo play. Smash Bros have to do something now if they want a chance to send us to overtime, as Gloomy's gonna take control. Tube with the 50. Muffin gonna put it over, and we are going to go to game 5, but the ball is still up, and it's gonna hit the ground as Boosted Potato have crawled their way back and have sent us to game 5. And here we go, getting into Game 5 in this series. Tube gonna put one on target and it's gonna go in. Right off of the kickoff, Smash Bros. Starting off really aggressive right on the kickoff, putting that one on target and in. 455. As Frank is going to try and get the boost. He did get that mid boost. That's huge. Frank with the reset over to Tube, but Gloomy able to put that one away. Gets bumped off the ball, and Frank is going to put it in for Smash Bros. This is a completely new team. Beautiful bump from Tube on Gloomy. And he's able to dump it down over to Frank. Beautiful pass. 4:42 left. This Smash Bros. Team looks completely different compared to what we saw in the preseason, as Tube is going to put that one downfield. Gloomy with a touch now. Gloomy's going to flick it up. Awkward touch by Frank though. Gloomy looking to pass down to Muffin. That ball gets cut off by Frank. 4:15 left. And Muffin reflips that. Frank with gonna put it in. 3-0 for Smash Bros. What is happening? What is happening to this Boosted Potato team right now? As Muffin gonna get the kickoff. Gloomy takes the boost and the ball. Gonna pre-flip, try and get any semblance of momentum going in this series as Tube booms this downfield. Smash Bros. Have been playing very mix of aggressive and patient. It's a very passive-aggressive playstyle as Muffin's able to save that one away. Gloomy with a huge demo, gonna buy time for Muffin, who gets a poor pop on that ball, and that's gonna be, was on target, saved by Muffin though, as Gloomy gets 50 by Tube. Muffin, Frank able to backflip that. Gloomy with control now, misses the ball. Tube off the ceiling, gonna get the 50. Frank has to wait patiently here. Smash Bros. It's one thing I'm noticing real quick is once Smash Bros. Has a lead, they're more than happy to play patient and just 50 you until they win. But if they have an opportunity to score, then they will gladly take that as well, as Tube tried to get a touch on Gloomy's clear there. Frank with control now, taking it slow here. Gloomy with little to no, has like 13 boost. What can he do with it? Flips off the ceiling. Muffin with the 50. That's gonna pop middle. It's gonna get touched by Frank as Muffin goes off the ceiling. Tube with the flick. Gloomy puts that one up. 2:20 left now. Here in Game 5, as a massive rotational error coming through, as Frank with the huge 50. That's going to be awkward for Gloomy, and that's going to be put in. 4-0. 2:05 left now. Still plenty of time for Boosted Potato to potentially turn this game around. But right now, Smash Bros. Are looking very dominant. And if they continue playing like this, then they're going to look very promising early on as Gloomy puts it in for the first goal of Game 5 for Boosted Potato. 149. Still a chance. Still life. As Gloomy bumps Muffin on the kickoff. Gloomy fakes Tube. Gloomy with a pass middle to Muffin, who misses the ball. That would have been a beautiful play and a beautiful momentum swing as Frank goes for the angle, can't get it. Gloomy with a awkward touch middle, Muffin with the 50. Frank trying to just cause chaos for Gloomy as Muffin looking for the solo play here, flicks but doesn't get anything. Muffin with a huge bump, gonna buy Gloomy some time. Tube has no boost though. Gloomy trying to get back to the ball, can't get there though, as Muffin tried to get the 50. And a huge demo comes through from Gloomy that's gonna buy Muffin time. Frank is already up. Gloomy gonna put that over to the left. 47 seconds left. Gloomy up in the air. Gloomy with the air dribble. Gloomy looking to put it in. No, it's gonna be saved by Tube. As Tube gonna put that one over to the left. And 26 seconds left. Muffin, Boost Potato basically have to score here. And that. Gloomy with a shot, and it's gonna go in. 13 seconds left. Need two kickoff goals to tie this game, which is unlikely, but anything can happen in this game as Muffin looks to get a touch. That's an open net. Potentially no. Frank gets the demo and potentially just save the game as Tube is going to try to put that down as Muffin going to boom that downfield, try to get control, and Smash Bros have gotten the upset on Boosted Potato. Unreal.